Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2020 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Sagittarius, you may notice the whole new setup. I have just recently moved into my new home. I am so thankful, so blessed. This is something I've been trying to manifest for a long time. And I want to give a moment to give thanks to you guys. I mean, I wouldn't be here without you guys. I appreciate all your positive engagement, your love, and your support of the channel. I mean, I think it's important to recognize these blessings, especially during this time. A lot of people are being affected by this viral outbreak, and my heart is with any of you that's going through this time. I'm sending my love and light into the collective. Also, Sagittarius, I am still selling my hand-picked crystal sets and my handmade Zodiac candles. I handpick every crystal set that goes in each crystal, or, other way around. I handpick every crystal that goes in every crystal set, as well as I choose intuitively the colors and the scents that I believe every zodiac sign will resonate with each candle. If you're interested in making a purchase for yourself or someone that you love, go ahead and check out the description box where you'll find the link to my online shop. Alright Sagittarius, let's get started. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Stellium, and or any other placement you see fit for the sign of Sagittarius. This is not going to resonate with every Sagittarius that listens to this message. Messages are said for those who need to hear them the most, and that's how I set my intention before providing these readings. If this reading isn't for you, Sagittarius, I suggest checking your other signs and different placements, because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more at this time than your sun sign does. It's also important to remember that not every single message in this reading will be for you, and that's okay. Please just take what resonates and leave what doesn't to those who need to hear them. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in the Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I do have to say, Cross Watcher and Sagittarius, it's important to remember that energy is fluid. So I may be describing a certain situation where you feel like the roles are flipped or reversed, and if you feel that way, you are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip the roles. But because this is a Sagittarius reading, I will make Sagittarius the main subject of the reading. Finally, we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within each and every one of us. So if at all during this reading I say the word masculine or feminine, please know I'm referring to the energies, not the gender or the sex. If anything is gender or sex specific, I will let you know. Alright Sagittarius, let's get started. And I know y'all will notice that my nails are not as poppin' as usual. I mean, I'm in quarantine, so you gotta do what you gotta do and tip off the tips, or clip off the tips until people can start doing nails again. Alright. Angels, spirits, and guides, please provide their... Ooh! Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. A lot of people don't like to hear about divine timing in love readings, but this is a very positive card for me as a reader, especially in this deck. This is the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. What this tells me, Sagittarius, is that something is taking its time, whether that's a person, whether that's a situation in romance. It's different for all of you as this is a general reading. And I do feel like, Sagittarius, it is a specific someone for most of you that's taken their damn time. But this is the good thing about it, Sagittarius, is that I'm seeing like the Temperance card in my mind's eye, which is Sagittarius energy. And how I feel about this is that your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever's watching over you is making sure that whatever's coming in, a person, I'm really feeling strongly it's a person for most of you. This is going to be the person you've been exactly waiting for. And that is going to be exactly right. I mean, no person is perfect per se, right? But this is going to be everything you've been wanting to manifest, everything that you've been wanting to have enter into your life that's in alignment with you. And it's the universe is on your side. Your angels are on your side. Your spirit guides and team are on your side. They're working to make this perfect opportunity happen. And it's important to take the time it needs. I always say, like, it's like cooking bread or anything, baking it in the oven. You don't want to take it out when it's all slumpy in the middle, right? You want it just so it's right. You don't want to settle for anything less. And then Sagittarius, at the bottom of the deck, it is safe for you to love. So Cancer had this at the bottom of their deck as well. I don't know if you're involved with a Cancer, connected to a Cancer, or you have a Cancer somewhere in your chart. If you do, I recommend watching the Cancer video. There may be some information for you in that reading. But exactly what I mean, Sagittarius, like your angels, your guides, the universe is making it so there will be nothing you have to fear from what's entering into your life. This is divine timing at its best. Making sure that whatever enters is going to be safe for you to trust, safe for you to accept, safe for you to love. And I feel as if there was just a lot of, or there was a specific someone in your past that just made you second guess. I don't know if it was love in general or just people coming your way. There's a guard up, Sagittarius, but I feel strongly Spirit's encouraging you that this process is in the works. Keep faith and know that the universe and your guides are creating someone or guiding someone to come into your path that's going to be absolutely worth waiting for. This is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some more of the cards on the deck. I don't know if you guys have also been finding feathers, or if after this video you'll start to find feathers, and that's your spirit team letting you know they're with you and that this is coming. This is coming. We have the Page of Swords come out. You guys could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, or you could have Libra in your chart. But this is just this is waiting, right? But again, with the Page of Swords, I sometimes feel with that energy is a defensiveness, right? Ooh, with the King of Swords. Okay, some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius specifically. And if it's not Aquarius, it could be another air sign, and it doesn't have to be any of the Zodiac signs I mentioned, by the way. We can all embody any sort of energy that we desire to embody. But someone, and I do feel, you know, whether you have air or not in your chart, Sagittarius, I do feel like this energy of air is coming from you. You're very clear on what you want, and you're very ready to cut out anyone who's going to give you anything less of what you deserve in love and romance. But, you know, for others, I do feel like there is an air sign you may be waiting on, or someone who hasn't been very affectionate with you, Sagittarius, as much as you'd like them to be. They've been a bit, I don't know if I would say cold, and it could be the cases for you guys, but just a bit aloof, a bit distant. And it's kind of making you wonder if this is even worth waiting for, right? One second, the card fell down. Whew, Death is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusper. There's transformation happening here at the root of it all. Ooh, wow, Sagittarius. Now we have strength in the recent past. You guys could have been dealing with a Leo in the past. Doesn't have to be. You could have Leo in your chart. You guys have been keeping faith. You've been trying very hard to maintain that faith. Okay, here we go. That's what I like to see. Eight of Pentacles in the near future. Someone's going to want to work, Sagittarius. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is going to be valuable work. This is going to be valuable commitment. This is going to be someone that's going to take a lot of their time and energy into making this and creating something out of the connection between the two of you. I don't know if there's going to be someone that you're going to meet, or if you already met someone at work. Eight of Pentacles is definitely a work atmosphere, a work energy type of card for me as a reader. I'm hearing Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. That's a beautiful song to have. Ooh, Sagittarius. Okay, so some of you definitely could have water in your chart, specifically Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio. You're ready to move forward with love, or you're starting to follow your heart. I think for a while, again, you guys were guarded, but during this time, and again, my readings are timeless, so it could occur whenever. It's going to be an awakening of, okay, now I intuitively know to pursue this. I know this is for me. This is exactly what's been waiting. Woo! Yes, Sagittarius. Here comes the sun. The sun that's surrounding you. That's the energy around you. Someone is really, really seeing the success and the prosperity and what could be with you, Sagittarius. Again, strong Leo energy on the board, but it could be any sign. Someone is completely happy with the thought of being with you. And if this person's been taking a bit, I think it's just from their own, again, there's Scorpio, Death card right there. It could be from their own transformation they have to go through within themselves. Or there's something that transformed in their life to make it so this can happen and can be. Beautiful. That took a bit longer, Sagittarius, but at the bottom of the deck we have the moon. Okay, straight off the bat, when I get the sun and the moon card together in a romance tarot reading, that is very, very, very strongly indicated for me a divine masculine and a divine feminine energy coming together. I don't say this very lightly. You guys who have been watching me know I don't say this very lightly. When I see the sun and the moon card come up in a reading, it's a twin flame energy for me. So some of you are definitely dealing with a twin flame. But there's a bit of fear surrounding this in the background, or at least there's a lot of fear. And I do believe this is associated with the divine timing. Some of you can be involved with a Pisces, a Cancer, have those signs in your chart. But I also feel like there's fear of love not being reciprocated. There's love that's unrequited you feel or afraid of. Because again, there's just a lack of progression, or there just hasn't been anything to give you some validation that this is really worth it, or this is really worth your heart, Sagittarius. But know that this is just fear. This is just... And it's because there's nothing there, right? But you have to follow the light within you, your own intuition, your higher self, and know that what is to come will come in its own time. I know people hate hearing that, but trust me, you don't want something that's undercooked, underdone, right? It's like a fine wine. You don't want it to just be at its, you know, I know my Sagittarius like fine quality of things. At least some Sagittariuses I know, at least. They're not going to settle for mediocre. They're not going to settle for half-assed. But it's just, there's a lot of fear around this connection because either someone is just not showing the happiness they truly feel for you, or if it's because, honestly, I'm even getting an energy, Sagittarius, that someone's even... they're a bit shook about how they felt about you. I don't know if they really realize or know how much feelings they will have for you when you guys first met, when you guys first connected. It's becoming very serious for them. Let's go ahead and get into this. What's crossing is the Page of Wands. Page of Swords, excuse me. Air energy. I do feel like what's the challenging this whole thing is that communication, is that also defensiveness and just opening up. It's hard to when you don't trust something, or if there's no confirmation of how someone else feels, to put your whole heart out there for it to be rejected. No one wants that. But I don't know, I'm getting this feeling too of patience with the Page of Swords, and usually I don't get that feeling, but I'm getting it now. And I feel as if, Sagittarius, you're waiting for this conversation to happen, and that means everything differently for you guys, but specifically I feel like conversation or validation of someone feeling the same way as you feel about them, or someone really opening up to you finally, just telling you, just say what you mean to say. But there's just, with the page too, it's important to consider that someone may not be very mature with their communication, or they just have this, I'm almost hearing like childlike fear of really communicating and opening up in general. I don't know why I just heard architect. Someone could be an architect or an engineer. So that may be resonating for someone, but I feel like the challenge of this whole situation is just the communication. What we see is the King of Swords. Air energy, again, specifically Aquarius. Could also be Gemini or Libra. You could have that in your chart. Could be involved with one. Again, I feel like this is you, Sagittarius, but again, roles could always be reversed as energy is fluid. But I feel like it's coming down to the point where if they do message you, if they do text you, if they have already, I feel like I'm hearing this morning. Maybe someone just messaged you this morning, so weird, don't know. You're gonna cut to the chase, is what I'm really getting with this. There's not going to be little like flirtation. There's not going to be any little like roundabout way. I feel as if you guys are really going to put the pressure on when the time is right, when they do message you, when they do come forward, because I do feel like a lot of you are waiting for communication or waiting for someone to come forward and really give you their real feelings. And with the moon, you already know. You know, but because it's not in the physical, because it's not in front of you, it's causing this fear. But the moon is very intuitive. The moon is very psychic, very telepathic, which this bond between the two of you, Sagittarius, I feel is very strong. And so a lot of you are just going to cut to the chase and be like, look, what is this? What do you want from this? Do you love me? Do you like me? Do you not? Let me know so I can make my decision to move on or do what's best for myself. I'm getting someone could be like a public speaker or like a motivational speaker, or just your words, Sagittarius, really uplift people whether you know that or not. You give a lot of good advice and a lot of clarity to a lot of people around you. That message is coming through for me, for some of you. I'm also hearing bilingual, trilingual even. Some of you could speak different languages. And someone sees you as very intelligent. Very intelligent. And again, the roles could be reversed as well. I'm also hearing stained glass. I don't know if there's stained glass in your house or their house or at a building you live by. Maybe you live by a church or a cathedral. Not for everyone, right? What you don't see and what's the root of all this is the Death card. Scorpio energy. Sagittarius, I feel as if this is the person you're connected with romantically or energetically. They're going through a huge, huge transformation. I do have to say, I don't know if someone has lost someone. I am so sorry if that's the case. Sometimes with the Death card, that can indicate mourning. But, you know, death is only physical. Your energy and your soul lives on. And for those of you who, or maybe someone you know is going through that, that's what part of this stalemate is. But mostly for all of you, I'm feeling as someone's transforming within themselves. They're completely, I'm hearing changed because of you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and clarify this to get this more specific. But a lot of you, which is common in twin flame readings, which this definitely is for some of you, it changes the other, it awakens the other, it transforms the other to be ready for the person who's been waiting. The Hermit card, inner transformation. I mean, I don't need a lot more clarification than that. This is the card of Virgo. Some of you guys could be connected with a Virgo, have Virgo in your chart. Yeah, someone may be taking their time and space from you, Sagittarius, but I don't feel like it's anything because of you. I feel as if it's because they're doing a lot of, well, first of all, this could also signify quarantine, right? With the shelter in place, and that could be preventing you guys from seeing each other, especially if you live at a distance. But I feel as if this person went through a really hard time. I don't know if you guys were separated briefly, or you guys just stopped talking to each other, or if it's just something that happened within their lives that's made them really, really isolate themselves so they can transform for the best. And again, I'm just drawn to these two people in these separate pictures wearing a black and white. Black and white is yin and yang to me. That could mean something to you. Someone could have a tattoo of that or a picture of that in their house. I don't know. But that's also more indication for me as twin flame. But I'm also getting someone could have lost a grandfather as well, and that's really affecting them. Let's get one more card. Whoa. Okay, wait. Okay, I thought oh, there it is. A card that was facing up. Strange. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Gemini energy, Aquarius or Libra energy. Yeah, someone really does want to talk. Someone really does want to bring forth this communication you've been waiting for, Sagittarius, or just really finally tell you what's been on their mind, what's been on their heart. But before they can do that, before they can really be vulnerable with you, again, we see this woman naked. They're completely renewing themselves and transforming themselves. They have to complete this process before they can explain it to you. I'm also getting, for a few of you out there could have been a conversation between the two of you that was kind of heated. I'm feeling a confrontation type of conversation between the two of you, which I don't know, Sagittarius, if you kind of put them in a timeout or just was like, don't hit me up again, or, but like, it was just like one of those type of things. And from that conversation, it's really triggered this person to change. I don't know who that's for. In the recent past, we have the Strength card, the card of Leo. I feel as if, Sagittarius, this is you holding faith into this situation, or having faith, taming the fears within you, taming the doubt within you. Maybe even your doubts about this person, but just instinctually, intuitively, you just feel as if there's something there that you just cannot deny. I'm seeing someone, like either you, Sagittarius, or someone likes to hold the favorite place to grab, or your favorite place to grab of this person is the lower of their back. Someone's lower back could be hurting too. I don't know what that's about. And there's definitely, you guys have had standing up sex, or sex where your legs or their legs are wrapped around you or them. And I'm also getting when someone kisses you or you kiss them, it's like you guys touch each other's face a lot, or stroke their face. And I'm feeling like some of you even like sneaked off in a house that wasn't your guys's, like it was either your friends or even the parents of someone, and you guys hooked up there. But really, this is just knowing that despite what may be occurring in the 3D, despite what may be occurring in the physical realm in front of you, this connection has a strong bond. And again, for those of you that you're wondering why, because it's a twin flame bond. Beautiful. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Earth energy, specifically Virgo, but could also be Taurus or Capricorn energy. Someone's going to want to talk, and someone's going to want to talk serious business with you. If you guys don't work at the same place, I feel like some of you may have like a project you're doing together. You may have even fell in love with doing that project together, whatever that is for you. But Sagittarius, I feel as if you're like going to be hanging on your very last thread to this. And right when you're about to give up, they're going to come in and talk. And I say that because you look at this guy in the picture, he looks exhausted. He's in bed. But look at his expression. Like, knowing that hanging on to this was worth it from this conversation. They're going to want to talk about how we can make this work. I do have feelings for you, and I want to do something about this. What can we do? How can we grow this? How can we make this prosper? Your energy, Sagittarius, is the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You just want to move forward with this. I feel like you guys are ready. You guys know what you want. You know what your heart wants. But you're not fully making the move first. I mean, look, this horse is like lifting its leg, but not fully going forward. Also, I don't know if someone has a white cat too. I just heard white cat. But that could also have a spiritual meaning for you guys if you want to look that up. It's usually a lucky omen. You want to so badly to reach out to this person and tell them how you feel. But again, you're not going to reach out. You're not going to put your heart out there, Sagittarius, if they're not. And that's what's stopping this. That's the one thing that's keeping this from growing and going to its full potential. I'm also hearing make amends too. I don't know what that would mean for you guys. Some of you just want to make amends. But still, you're not going to do it until there's confirmation and clarity about what this really is. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound frustrated, but I just feel like this energy of just, are we going to do this or are we not? And around you is the sun. The sun, yes, the happiest card in the deck. Again, like, I feel as if this person was almost underprepared for how happy you were going to make them, Sagittarius. They could be at a distance too. I don't know if this is from like a couple of hours to different countries or different states. Definitely not for all of you, but I think, Sagittarius, this is everything you've been waiting for. They're going to come to the realization that they're the happiest with you. They see the most success with you, and that they can't help but move towards you, going after what they want, going after what makes them happy, and that's you. That's you, Sagittarius. Wow. Highest hopes is the Magician, Gemini and Virgo energy. I mean, that everything that you've been wanting to manifest from this connection will come to reality. I also feel like you guys have gone to Reiki healing for some of you. Or even like meditation classes for some. And when the healing or the meditation, and this isn't for everyone, small note for someone out there, during these sessions, it always came back down to this connection with this person and where this was going to go and how this was going to be. But hoping that this manifestation will come to fruition. There'll be no more waiting. There'll be no more trying. There'll be no more hoping. There'll be no more praying. That's finally going to be you two together. And now it'll be safe to trust that. It'll be safe to know that. It'll be safe to love that. And under that is like unrequited love, which is exactly what I was saying, right? It is safe for you to love. This is not unrequited love, Sagittarius. But a lot of you are fearing that way and just really hoping that's not the case. Stay positive, Sagittarius. With the Magician, that's the whole mindset of the law of attraction. What you put out there, you will receive. Make sure your thoughts are positive, even when you're in fear, even when you're in doubt. If this is what you really want, if this is what your heart desires, you have to stay positive and know that in divine timing, it's only in place so the best can come for you with the best materials and resources out there. For the deepest fears, we have the Eight of Swords. This is air energy again, specifically Gemini, but could also be Libra or Aquarius. Some of you fear maybe that this person is sick, or that has like maybe COVID-19, I hope not, or any other sickness, small amount of you. Others of you that you're just gonna be mentally almost tortured by this. Because again, the energetic telepathic connection between the two of you is so strong. But then when you don't see the evidence of this, if you don't see anything to confirm what your heart feels, your mind will start overriding and saying, you don't know what you're talking about. It's only one-sided. You're the only one feeling this way. Why did you do this to yourself? And it's going to paralyze you in fear, Sagittarius. You're just... Again, this is a warning about staying optimistic, staying strong. And I do want to say, you know, if there is someone, you watch this 3 years from now and they still don't come, it's still not meant to be. What is yours will be yours, right? What is meant to be will be. So if it's not that person, it's going to be someone who's much better for you on your path. That's for like a few of you that need to hear that. But most of you, this says twin flame to me. By the way, we have 2 8s on the board, 8-8. The 8th of a month could be significant for you, 8 can be significant for you, but what I'm feeling when I just said twin flame and I saw those 2 8s, infinity. You guys are bonded. Some of you really, really have a twin flame connection here. For the likely outcome of the situation, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo, Sagittarius, for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me on Vimeo to see the likely outcome and any advice for you guys as we are in Aries season, go ahead and check out the description box where you'll find the link to the extended reading there. I really hope you gained some insight and some clarity into the situation, Sagittarius. If you did, please let me know. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.